Saturday afternoon, conference women's basketball on the agenda. It is the visiting Inferno of Alverno College and the Spartans of Aurora University. Here on Lancaster Court from Thornton Gymnasium on the campus of Aurora University, we welcome you here for this Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference matchup. Spartans coming in at 10-3. They are 3-1 in the NAC. And coming off of a record-setting performance on Wednesday night against Dominican. School record 114 points and a 114-56 win. Also set a school record with 49 three-point attempts, although they did not shoot the three especially well, under 30%. They were just one off the school record with 67 rebounds and were 29-11 the advantage on the offensive glass. The scoring came from all up and down the lineup. Ellie Wolf at 19 points, Selena Vargas 10 points plus 12 boards for a double-double. Kylie Fishback 1 rebound off a double-double as she went for 10 points and 9 boards, and 6 players in total for Aurora scored in double digits. So a wire-to-wire win for Aurora to open the new year, and now getting set to square off with the Inferno of Alverno College, who are 2-10 on the year, including losing all 3 of their NAC contests so far. They dropped 4 straight in a row, 3 of those non-conference, and indeed have lost 47 of their last 48 conference contests and 16 straight away from their home gym in a true road contest. That's one of the 10 highest road losing streaks in Division III. Last time for Alverno, it was a loss against Benedictine, 67-52. Alverno was in it for much of the contest, but it was stretched out in that third quarter, and they were unable to mount a comeback. They shot just 28% from the field, and although they held Benedictine to 36% from the floor, did not have enough to get over the finish line there and pick up their first conference win of the season. They also turned it over 19 times and forced only 8, and so they just did not have near enough possessions to try to mount a comeback against the Eagles. But Deanna Woodson had 15 points off the bench for Alverno. Keisha Bellows went for 12 and 8, so some nice performances in the loss, but a loss all the same. And they'll try again today to try to pick up their first league victory of the season. It's game number 14 of the season for the Spartans. It's coming your way here at athletics.aurora.edu. First Saturday of 2024, Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference Women's Basketball on the way. My name is Sean Fry, and we're glad you're with us on this Saturday. Matt Davis on the camera. Let's meet the starters today for the visiting Inferno of Alverno College, with one senior, two sophomores, and two freshmen getting the start tonight. They are the 5'5 freshman from Oak Creek, Wisconsin, Layla Alramahi, a 5'4 sophomore from El Paso, Texas, Deanna Woodson, a 5'10 freshman out of Greenfield, Wisconsin, Madeline Cavallari, a 5'8 sophomore from Salem, Wisconsin, Riley Spencer, and the 6'1 senior from right here in Aurora, Keisha Bellows. Alramahi, Woodson, Cavallari, Spencer, and Bellows, the lineup for the Inferno tonight. They are 2-10 on the year, 0-3 in the NAC. Carlisle Ross in year one as the Inferno head coach, leading the way. Ryan Rebson in year 6 with the Spartans of Aurora University. They are 10-3 on the year, including a 3-1 mark in NAC play. They'll have two seniors and three juniors get the start tonight. They are the 5'7 junior from Aurora, Delaney Cosner. 5'9 junior from Beach Park, Illinois, Macy Kosin. From Colorado Springs, the 6' senior, Selena Vargas. A 5'8 junior from Mount Prospect, Illinois, Elliot Duyu-Trek. And a 5'10 senior from Greenfield, Wisconsin, Gabrielle Wolf. Cosner, Kosin, Vargas, Duyu-Trek, and Wolf, the lineup tonight for the Spartans. Aurora wearing their white home uniforms, blue numbers, the AU logo on the front of the uniform. They also have blue trim on the uniform as well. Alverno, by the way, Aurora going left to right as the lights come up here at Thornton Gymnasium. Alverno moving right to left. They're wearing black uniforms with white numbers and letters. A little bit of red outline and red and white trim. It reads Alverno on the front of the uniform. 27th meeting all time between Aurora and Alverno. The Spartans have won 9 straight. Last time the Inferno knocked off Aurora was back in the 2016-2017 season. It's the last time Alverno had a double-digit win total. That was a run there where they appeared in the NAC tournament several times. I've had a hard time picking up consistent wins in the handful of seasons since. Carlisle Ross trying to change that here. He'll watch his team start off on defense here as they get into a 2-3 zone defense. That gives Kosin a look on the right wing for three. She left it short. Rebound tipped, and it's Bellows picking it up. So Alverno gets a stop and then turns it over. Kosin read that pass, goes right to the cup, lays it in for two. More than half of Alverno's turnovers have been live ball turnovers this year, and that is 1 for 1 here this time. Aurora sets up a press, three-quarter court, just to make Alverno work that ball across the timeline, which they do, and they'll go to work against Aurora's man defense, and Alverno nearly tossed that one out of bounds. Here is Woodson in the corner, look to pass that one dangerously through the lane. I don't know if that'll count as a turnover or not. I don't know if Duyu-Trek ever really had control, but the ball came back to Spencer. She's rejected at the rim, and Alverno will toss it back in here. Looks like they will credit the turnover as they had reset the shot clock. There's 26 here as it comes out up top for Alramahi. Here's a three from Spencer. It goes, and the Inferno have the lead. A minute into our first quarter, 3-2. Visitors in front. Kosin picks it up in the corner into the lane. Vargas had a lot of room there, and she knocks in the 10-footer. Vargas 10 and 12 on Wednesday and has her first two tonight. It's once again Alverno in some trouble. Woodson doubled in front of the scorer's table, and Carlisle Ross will take a 30-second timeout here to discuss. Our officials tonight, Lee Neesmith, Leonard Turnbull, and Megan McGlone. And while they discuss, here's what else is happening around the NAC today. It's A couple of teams thinking about the #1 overall seed in the NAC tournament. MSOE right now tied for the league lead with Edgewood at 3-0 against the 2-1 Wisconsin Lutheran Warriors in Milwaukee, specifically at Wisconsin Lutheran's campus. It's Illinois Tech home to Rockford today. Edgewood, again, co-league leader, home to Marion. Concordia, Wisconsin, visiting Dominican today. St. Norbert is at Lakeland. That's a 2 o'clock start, and also at 2 o'clock, Concordia, Chicago, home to Benedictine. Rockford, Dominican, and Alverno all looking for their first win in league play. Ball is in play here for Alverno. There were no changes made, and there's a travel down in the corner by Woodson as the Inferno have now turned it over 3 times in their 4 possessions. One possession they did have resulted in a 3-ball. Trek attacks the zone. Up top to Cosner. She'll try a runner from just inside the free throw line. It did not go. Trek has the offensive board. Stepped into the lane. Tried a tough left-handed scoop. That didn't go. The ball goes to the floor. Vargas managed to pull that out of traffic. Here, just inside the elbow, Vargas. Another mid-range jumper for her at 6-3 Aurora. 7:54 left in the first. The trap set up again as Cavallari has it. To Spencer, she has 5 to get it across the timeline and is going to get fouled here. As I'll say, Kosin a bit too physical that time. Now Spencer will inbound. So it's Woodson here to the top of the arc against Aurora's man defense. Here's Bellows, picks it up on the left wing. Looking for some assistance here, and now a handoff to Spencer on the wing. She'll drive and travel. Bellows, the Waubonsie Valley alum, did not appear in the first 10 games. And in fact, did not appear in a game for Alverno last season at all, and started 5 games in the 2021-2022 season and was effective in her first couple of years with the Inferno. Back in the lineup here and trying to make an impact on a team that's just trying to string together wins consistently. Woodson up top looking to drive. She'll get to the rim and she'll get fouled by Kosin here. 3 minutes into the contest, Kosin has both Aurora fouls, and this will be a couple of free throws coming up for Woodson. Matched her career high with 15 points in the loss to Benedictine. 6 of 16 from the field, so not especially efficient. Is averaging 11.5 points, just under 6 rebounds per game coming in. This free throw off the line. A 58% free throw shooter for a team that connects on just 53% of their free throws on the season. That's one of the lowest percentages in the nation. And they won't get either of them this time as Vargas collects the rebound, and Aurora will bring it up the floor. Here's Wolf, right wing 3, a few steps behind the arc. It doesn't fall, but no one boxed out Vargas. Second try, that's Trek, and she'll lay it in. It's a very good free throw shooting team in Aurora, 72%. That's just outside the top 50 in the nation, and it leads the NAC. Elliott Trek, one of the best in the league, just outside the top 5 at 88%. And she'll make the first one here. Looking at the scoring leaders, Ellie Wolf averaging 16 points, 5 rebounds for Aurora. Macy Kosin averaging 13 points. And then Elliott Trek at just under 9 per game. Selena Vargas averages 8 points, 10.5 rebounds. And for Alverno, it is Woodson with 11.5 points, just under 6 rebounds per. Riley Spencer just under 10 points. And Keisha Bellows in her 2 games, 11 points, 9 rebounds per, so a good start to her. Miss at the rim by Alverno, and then a foul on Spencer as she tried to track down Vargas on the near sideline. 8-3 Aurora, 6:26 to play in the first quarter. The last 6 points have all gone to Aurora. Ball on the wing here for Kosin. Feeds Vargas in the post and outside to Wolf for 3. That one doesn't fall either. Aurora's missed its first 3-point attempts, but now they have 4 offensive rebounds. Kosin will try it from 3 here. This one goes. 11-3 Aurora, 4 minutes into our first quarter of action. Turnover. Bellows threw that away to Cosner at the elbow on the Alverno end. So it works up top to Kosin. Now Vargas in the post, finds Cosner on the baseline. She's in tight. She'll throw it out to Kosin for the straightaway 3. No. Another offensive board, that's Wolf, and she'll be fouled on the way back up. The rebounding has left something to be desired for Alverno to this point, and it will put Wolf on the line, who finds herself through Wednesday's action in the top 5 in the country in free throw shooting, 91%, but doesn't even lead the NAC, incredibly enough. She'll make the first free throw here and is now 40 of 44 on the year. Not bad at all. Second try also good. It's 13-3 Aurora. 5:38 to play in the first. Aurora in front. And down the floor it goes as Morgan Whitten just entered the contest along with Alexia Harris. Al-Ramahi and Cavallari exited. And Vargas with the steal, able to save it as well to Trek, who goes up the floor one-on-one and lays it in. Spartans by a dozen nearing the midpoint of the first. Already 6 turnovers for Alverno, and they've all been costly, it feels. Woodson here to Spencer, pass to Whitten up top was tipped. Now here's the ball into the post for Bellows. To her right, back iron no good. Vargas has the rebound. Already 6 for her in this contest. The ball works up the floor to the left wing for Kosin, to Wolf, and now Trek for the corner 3. It's good. Just her third three-point make of the year. Aurora up 18-3 with 4:35 to play in the first. Aurora ready for a line change here. We saw that on Wednesday against Dominican, keeping these units together rather than mixing and matching the lineups. Woodson has the ball in her hands out at the volleyball line as Kosin watches her. And the pass went right into the hip of Kosin. She'll pick it up, hand it off to Cosner, ahead in transition to Wolf for 2. And so Cosner with the assist. And a timeout here from Alverno. That'll allow Cameron Bullock, Sam Barrett, Kylie Fishback, Riley Doggett, and Ava Bars to check into the contest here. And they will start with 4:04 to play in the first after this full Inferno timeout. This is Aurora University women's basketball. "20 points in not even 6 minutes of play for Aurora. They've allowed just 1 basket. Lead 20-3 here. Alverno out of the timeout, able to work it past Aurora's press. They get it into the post for Bellows, who will float that one up and over Ava Bars for the second Alverno field goal. 7 turnovers in 6+ minutes of play. Now Aurora has one. That was a long wing-to-wing pass, and Spencer got a good read on that. The other way in transition, no. Rebound went off of a Spartan and then off of Morgan Whitten, crashing the boards, and a bit of a tough break there. And so it'll be Aurora taking possession back here. 20 points in 12 possessions is not a bad way to start Saturday afternoon. 2-3 zone still, open three for Bullock. No. Riley Doggett, uncontested rebound that time. Now Fishback driving, stripped. Whitten got a hand on that. Ahead here for Woodson in transition. Stepped around Barrett, and it looks like Sam got a piece of her. So 2 free throws coming up here for Woodson after she missed a couple earlier. Haley Youngblood is in, and Bellows is going to come off here for the Inferno. 20-5, the Spartan advantage with 3:11 to play in the first. Spartan 7 of 15 from the field. Alverno is 2 of 6, but those 7 turnovers been painful so far as Aurora has 10 of its 20 off of turnovers. Woodson makes the first free throw here. 20-6 here. A chance to add to that. And Woodson makes the adjustment with a full trip of free throws after an empty one previously. Barrett running the point here for Aurora. Feeds Bullock on the left wing, wide open for 3. No, bars the rebound. And another try for the Spartans. Barrett up top. Hand off to Fishback. She'll attack the zone. And the late rotation, that time I believe by Harris, is going to put Fishback on the line for a couple. It is Harris with the foul. That is the 4th Alverno team foul with 2:53 to play in the first. So it'll be free throws for Aurora for the remainder of the period. And Fishback, last year's conference free throw champion, got off to a bumpy start at the line, but has looked like herself ever since. Came in at 65%, but if you take away the first handful of games, is at about 90% since. This one rattles out here. 21-7 is the score. Alverno with it in the front court as it's bounced to Spencer on the wing, top of the arc. To Harris on the right wing. Aurora still playing man. Woodson looking to attack. She does. Drops it off to Youngblood in the lane for 2. 21-9. Barrett pushing it ahead and lost the pass. Looked like she was caught between who to pass it to and threw it right to Woodson. Whitten, the Spencer, and now Youngblood on the baseline. It's out to Whitten for 3. That one doesn't find the bottom of the net, and the rebound is pulled in by Doggett. Ahead to Fishback, and the Doggett for a quick 3 halfway down and out. No worries, Fishback with the rebound and the follow. The 8th offensive board for Aurora so far. 23-9, final 2 minutes of the first. Youngblood, quick baseline J. Tumbles off the iron. That one looked like it was on the way down, but did not go. Rebound off of Aurora and out. You know, Alverno's offense, when they haven't turned the ball over, has not looked bad. The shooting percentage isn't bad by any stretch of the imagination, but a lot of having the ball in really unfortunate spots. Right there, a double team, but it leads to a foul. Aurora's final foul to give with 1:45 to play in the first. 23-9, the Spartan advantage. Goes into Woodson in the high post. Walks across the top of the key. Hands it off to Spencer. And now to Whitten on the right wing. Spencer gets it back. Looks to attack the rim on Fishback. Drops it off for a long 2 here from Whitten. She left it short, but followed her shot. Got another try. 20 as well on the shot clock. A crossover and a long step back 2 for Woodson. 23-11. And here is Barrett. To Doggett on the right wing, looking for a cutting Woodson along the edge of the lane. Rather, a cutting Bullock along the edge of the lane. She'll turn and make a fall away 2 of her own. And then they had to stop play here as Riley Spencer needs to tie her shoot. It's 25-11, 1:04 to play in the first. So a display of shot making a moment ago off the dribble. Whitten here to Spencer. She wants the left wing free. It's off the line the whole way. And Bars battles for that rebound. Able to pick that one up. Couple possessions for Aurora still if they hurry. Bars tries it, took it right to the rack. Too much on that. Rebound for the visitors here, and with 37 seconds, they'll bring it ahead for what you'd have to suspect will be their final possession. Here are the opening frame. Woodson nearly stripped that time by Doggett. She'll get it on a handoff, and Riley fouled her on the hip. That's 2 free throws with 26.7 seconds to play in the first. Spencer at 58% at the stripe this season. Stand corrected, it's Woodson back to the line here. So we had an empty trip, we had a full trip, and we'll see what we get here from her. It's going to start with a miss. Aurora 9 of 20 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3. Alverno 4 of 12 from the floor, and they've made 1 of 3 three-point attempts. They're also 2 of 5 at the line, all Deanna Woodson. Second one, thought about it and went. And the shot clock will be off. Victoria Parra and Alra Mahi into the contest for the Inferno here as Spencer and Woodson will go off. Barrett will bring it up over the logo here with a few seconds remaining on the clock. It's Bars up top. Free throw line and a kick to the wing for Barrett on the right side. Dribbled it off of her foot, and a loose ball rolled to Harris. There's 10 seconds remaining in the first. Aramahi kicks it to a wide open Whidden for 3. No. Offensive, stand corrected, defensive board by Bars, and that's going to do it for our first quarter on Lancaster. Court Aurora leads Alverno 25-12. This is Aurora University women's basketball. Aurora with its starters back in. Cosner, Kosen, Vargas, Dutrek, and Wolf as we begin the second quarter. 25-12 Spartans in front. Glad you're with us on this Saturday afternoon. 7 turnovers for Alverno, 5 for Aurora. But a 5-possession lead as we begin the frame. Aurora in a man defense. It's Al-Ramahi with possession to Whidden in the far corner. Working it inside to Harris, just inside the block. Tough angle there and did not make the deuce. Aurora heads the other way. Dutrek to the elbow. Pass up top, Cosner. And she'll toss it to the corner to Wolf. Wing to Kosen. Wolf again here on the far side. To Vargas at the top of the elbow. A handoff to Wolf. Screens for her, and Ellie launches the 3 and knocks it down. And she joins Dutrek with 7 points so far in this one. Once again, they set up the press and force a turnover. Vargas denied that pass. Dutrek the other way in transition, finds a rolling Vargas for 2. Parra gets it in. That is Aramahi, Whidden, Harris, and Youngblood on the floor with her as it's worked into the front court to the logo for Parra. And Whidden here with it. Volleyball line, a pass to Harris on the left wing. Here's Whidden, left wing. Short pass to Al-Ramahi up top. She'll go into a long 2 with the shot clock running down. And Wolf will get the rebound after the miss. It's ahead to Cosner on the right wing. Wing-to-wing pass here to Kosin, who had to catch that pass off to her side and then squares up and drains the 3. And Kosin has shot the 3 very well this year, 37% on the year and counting. Scoop attempt here from Youngblood didn't fall, but it was poked out of bounds by Vargas. 33-12 Aurora, 2 minutes into the second quarter. 8 straight points for the Spartans here. They made all 3 shot attempts in this second quarter so far. It's thrown in for Al-Ramahi. Top of the key. Free throw line driving. Got that over Cosner in a tough take. Freshman averages 8 per game and has her first bucket tonight after that. Other end Cosner to Wolf. Left wing 3 wide open. Doesn't go. The rebound for Vargas. A tough angle there on the turnaround. That one didn't fall. Already the 8th rebound for Vargas was dominated the glass. Alverno has it in the Aurora end. Para left the 3 short after Kosin gambled on a steal and missed. And Kosin gets the ball here and brings it the other way for Aurora. To Vargas in the high post. Back to Kosin up top. Short pass. Wing-to-wing Cosner, who's stopped up there behind the elbow. Kosin, pick and roll for Vargas, down to the block. No, but 2 free throws coming up. It's first foul on Para, first foul of the quarter. Cavallari, Spencer, Bellows all returning here for Alverno. Youngblood, Whitten, and Harris will head to the bench here for the visitors. And we'll see Vargas with her first free throw attempts of the night. 68% this season. That'll climb for the moment. Aurora 6 of 7 at the line so far. They go up 34-14 with 7:03 to play in the second quarter. Vargas will make both here. And she has 8 points, matching her total in rebounds. Looking for her 4th double-double of the season. Bellows lost it here. Steal for Wolf in transition. Do you trek the basket and 1? 9 for Elliott. Foul here on Al-Ramahi. And Elliott, after making a couple earlier, will look to go 3 for 3 at the stripe, and does. (38-14). A near turnover, near steal that time by Do You Trek. It's into Para. She's doubled. Got rid of it to Spencer, who stepped around the press and feeds Al-Ramahi for 3. No, the offensive board Bellows, and 2 shots coming up for her. First Aurora foul of the second quarter is Do You Trek's first of the ball game. 6:38 to play in the second. Aurora up by 24 as Bellows makes the first free throw. She's 5 of 9 on the season. 12-8 against Benedictine, 10-10 against Beloit, her first action of the season. And so far, after making both free throws here, is 4 points and a couple of rebounds. 38-16 the score. Here's Cosner. Across the free throw lane for Vargas. Now Kosin picks it up. He's on the wing. Give and go with Vargas. Vargas gets it back inside the free throw line and has 10 points tonight, as she has enjoyed that mid-range jumper here this afternoon. Aurora is up to 40 points in 26 possessions, and this one is dribbled off of a foot and out of bounds, as Aurora will take the ball after the 10th Alverno turnover. That has been a problem for the Inferno. They average 23 turnovers per game. That's last in the league. They've turned it over 20-plus times in 8 contests, and they've surrendered the ball 30 times in 4. Here's the 3 from Macy, and it's good, as she has 11 for a game high. Trek and Vargas also with 10. And as the ball comes in, a 30-second timeout for Alverno. 5:47 left in the second, 43-16. The Spartan advantage here. As we take a look at some of the early action. Close one early in the second between Wisconsin Lutheran and MSOE. It's 15-13 Warriors at this point. Illinois Tech and Rockford. Scarlet Hawks lead early in the second, 18-16. And Edgewood home to Marion today. It's Marion in front, 38-28. Kiara Williams, after a 30-10 game on Wednesday, has 12-4 here in the early going, midway through the second quarter, as she continues to have a sensational season for the Sabres. Last game currently in progress. CUW leads Dominican 29-25 as they approach the midpoint of the second quarter. Alverno breaks the Aurora press. It's Para for the far corner three. No good. Rebound comes to Spencer. Maybe off of a deflection from Wolf. Al-Ramahi gets it, hoists the three and missed. Rebound to Kosin. 4-on-1 for Aurora. Wolf to the rim, and it missed. Got her own rebound. Tosses it to Kosin. She'll miss that. Vargas the board and the putback. A rare miss in that spot for Ellie Wolf. When Aurora gets the 2 points anyway. They've scored 7 straight points until now. Inside to Bellows for 2. 45-18. Midway through the second quarter. Cosner will toss it in the corner for Kosin. She'll drive the baseline out to Wolf. High post, jumper good. And Ellie has 9. And so she's a point away from Aurora having 4 of its 5 starters up over 10 points. Cosner doesn't have a point, but has done a lot of the little things and has a couple of assists. Al-Ramahi for 3, rattles out. Offensive board, Bellows, and rejected by Cosner. Bellows is slow to get up behind the play as Aurora gets it into Trek behind the play, lays it in for 2. Aurora closing in on 50 here in this second quarter as they get set to bring in their second unit. Bullock, Barrett, Fishback, Doggett, Bars all waiting at the table. Bellows here staying with the play out on the left wing. Trying to direct traffic and finds Parr at the top of the key. To Bellows at the block, turns, it's good. And that's 8 points for the Waubonsie Valley alum as Aurora sends the ball quickly down the floor. Wolf top of the arc to Cosner here, high post. She'll try to attack. We'll get to the line. She tries to get her first points of the afternoon. That's going to be Para's second foul and the third on Alverno here in this quarter. Looks like Para will head off here as Woodson returns. And 4 of the 5 will check in for Alverno, or rather for Aurora at this point. It looks like I'm trying to see who's waiting at the table. They're hiding at the moment. It looks like it's Barrett waiting at the table, waiting to come in for Cosner, which would make sense as she is the second Aurora point guard. And after Cosner missed the first free throw, she'll knock in the second. It's 50-20 Aurora, 3:35 to play in the first half. Barrett, a near steal right under the cup. Cavallari gets it back. Woodson sends it ahead, and Whitson nearly spilled it out of bounds. The ball was caroming around everywhere there, and Aurora, and specifically Riley Doggett, comes away with it. Pushed into the corner, Bars the high arcing 3, and it's good. 53-20 and a foul. I think Doggett here. No, Barrett. Second Aurora foul, and it's going to be her second today. Spencer running the point. Fishback guards her. It's bounced to Bellows at the left wing. And Fishback just ran over Woodson. So Kylie picks up her second foul. Woodson takes the inbound pass and walks it up top. Aurora's played man all day. And off Woodson, she looks inside to Bellows, who lost the ball, trying to get it up and into shooting position. Bars from the assist from Barrett, missed the three. The rebound tracked into the corner, and Doggett and Bullock both smashed into Whitten. Doggett's going to get the foul. Last foul to give here for Aurora in the second quarter. 2:35 left. 53-20 Spartans. Bellows to the right wing. It's Woodson, swings it up top. Spencer for three. Back iron, no good. Fishback the rebound, and a running start. 2-on-1, Fishback, the left-handed layup. 5 for Kylie. Aurora had 53 at the break against Dominican on the way to a school record scoring performance. They're past that, looking for more. A long two from the corner, missed from Whitten. Rebound Aurora, here's Fishback once again attacking the rim, but pulls it back, and now Riley tries to get there. Didn't get the angle right on the scoop. Alverno the rebound, and Woodson across the timeline. 1:45 remaining in the first half. Inferno haven't scored in the last minute and a half plus. Woodson shuffles to the wing, and the entry pass stolen. Looked like Fishback would get it, but it was Bars instead. For three, no. Doggett the rebound. 12th offensive board. Now Barrett gets open for three. It's good. And Sam's first points from behind the arc. 58-20 now. And still time to play in this first half. Nine of the 10 who have seen the floor for Aurora now have at least 1 point. Final minute beginning here. Doggett comes in and fouls Bellows. And it's going to put Bellows on the line. So the last nearly 3 minutes now, Alverno has not been able to advance their point total, and it will remain that way for the moment. Bellows 2 for 3 now at the line. And 6 of 11 on the year, make it 7 of 12. 58-21. Bullock here on the left wing. Finds Bars up top for three. Got it. 61-21. Aurora at north of 54% from the field here in this first half, and climbing after that last shot. They'll get at least one more possession. Bellows, the elbow jumper is good. She has 11 here. Shot clock off. Ahead for Doggett, and the kick, 3 more for Bars. That may have been tipped by Whitten. And then Alverno just threw it away. He's trying to get up the floor, and Barrett read that pass, and maybe a little bit too much on it from Spencer. It's the 14th Alverno turnover. Aurora will get it back with 14 seconds to play in the half. Bullock picks it up with 8 to Fishback on the wing. She'll look to attack. Is underneath the basket. Bullock rolls to the wing and missed the 3 at the buzzer. Doggett's follow won't count. It's 61-23 at halftime. Aurora leading Alverno. We will bring you the halftime totals and the final 20 minutes here on Lancaster Court coming up. This is Aurora University women's basketball. At halftime, Aurora leading Alverno 61-23. Glad you're with us. Happy Saturday. My name is Sean Fry. Spartans 22 of 42, 52% from the field in the first half, 8 of 21 from 3 and 9 of 11 at the line. Inferno 8 of 28, under 30%, 1 of 10 from 3, 6 of 10 at the line. Rebounds 27 to 15 for Aurora, including 13 to 7 on the offensive glass. And turnovers 5 for Aurora, 14 for Alverno in that first half. Aurora 24-5, the advantage in points off turnovers, 26-8 in the paint, 17-9 on second chances, 14-2 on fast breaks, and 16-2 off the bench. Scorers, it's a game-high 12 for both Selena Vargas and Elliot Duutrek. Vargas has 9 rebounds and 5 assists. Latter is just 1 off of her career high. Then 11 points for Macy Kosin, plus 3 steals. Vargas has 3 steals as well. 9 points, 4 boards for Gabrielle Wolf. 6 for Ava Bars. 5 for Kylie Fishback. 3 for Sam Barrett. 2 for Cameron Bullock. And 1 for Delaney Cosner. For Alverno, Keisha Bellows, team high 11 points. 5 for Deanna Woodson. 3 for Riley Spencer. And a couple apiece for Haley Youngblood and Layla Aramahi. And Aurora will start with possession. They'll move right to left in their home white uniforms. Alverno wearing black uniforms. They'll go left to right here in the second half. Let's take a look around the NAC here on this Saturday afternoon, as still a couple games not yet underway. Lakeland home to St. Norbert, Benedictine at Concordia, Chicago. They'll start up here in about 10 minutes. They're at halftime in Milwaukee. Wisconsin Lutheran at home to MSOE. Warriors lead 20-15. It has been a tight defensive affair with Sam Leesman leading the Warriors with 8 points. And for MSOE, Mahima Chakshi has 6. Not a lot of offense so far in that one. We'll head to Chicago. Rockford at Illinois Tech. Regents lead at the break, 25-22, and another close defensive one for the Regents. It's Nia Wilkerson who has 7 points to lead Rockford, and Julia Bucci with 9 points and 7 boards pacing the Scarlet Hawks at this point. At the Edge Dome, Marion leads Edgewood at halftime, 44-39, as Kiara Williams is at it again. 15.6 rebounds, an impressive first half, but getting a little help today from Chelsea King as well, who has 14 points at the intermission. Kenzie Sentner, 15, make that 12 points rather, and Callie Norby, 10 points and 9 rebounds for the Eagles, whose next opponent is Aurora right here at Lancaster Court on Wednesday night. And the final game already underway is in River Forest, where Concordia, Wisconsin leads Dominican at halftime, 41-34, as Aubrey DeBauch has 11 points and Aaron Vergitz has 10 plus 5 rebounds to lead the Falcons. It's 9 points for Cameron Goodman, the leading scorer for the Stars through 20 minutes. Sean Fry with you, Matt Davis on the camera. 20 minutes to play in this one. We're glad you're here as we get set to begin the third quarter of action. And if the current results hold, Aurora could find itself mathematically as the conference leader as far as winning percentage at the end of the day. Edgewood needing a rally, and so is MSOE at this point in the proceedings. Aurora would lead the league by a half game, with their opponents at 1 loss with a game in hand. Aurora with the ball as promised. Cosner, Kosin, Vargas, Duutrek, and Wolf started off. Entry pass, Cosner into Wolf for 2. And she's the 4th to score north of 10 today for Aurora. Aramahi, Woodson, Cavallari, Spencer, and Bellows, the starters, starting it off for the Inferno here in the second half. Bellows free throw line, waiting against Aurora's defense. It's Cavallari on the baseline. And tossed out to Woodson out on the right wing. The drive and kick, Al-Ramahi for the corner three. Back iron, no good. Vargas has the rebound. So Aurora pushes it. That's Dutrek, the scoop, and it's good. 14 for Elliott, closing in on her season high. And as the opening minute of the third comes to an end, Aurora is up 65-23. Spartans in a man defense. Bounce to the elbow for Bellows to Spencer, who walks up top. Looking to drive, nothing there. Picks up her dribble inside the three-point corner. Worked inside, that's Al-Ramahi. No, rebound Vargas. And ahead in transition, Kosin, who runs onto it. It wasn't there. Outside to Wolf, inside Vargas, the extra pass to Dutrek for two. That is the 7th dime for Vargas, a career high. And 16 for Elliott as they go up 67-23, the Spartans. Once again inside Bellows, Vargas tipped that, stolen by Cosner, thrown ahead Kosin for two. And Macy has 13 as Aurora 4 of 4 from the field here in the third quarter so far. And another near steal. Woodson was fouled by Dutrek, a late whistle. Well, maybe Woodson had just stumbled and lost the ball, but a little bit of help there from Dutrek. 69-23, 8 to play in the third quarter. Alverno gets it into Woodson in the high post. Behind the back pass, Al-Ramahi, no, from three there. And the ball caroms a few times. Cosner picks it up. It's 4-on-3 the other way. Vargas out to Wolf, wide open for three, and it is good. 11-0 to begin the third quarter. 14 for Ellie. And Alverno reeling here. They turn it over again. Vargas to Kosin for three, no. Wolf chases down the rebound and batted it off the face of Spencer and out of bounds. No intent there, but a tough break for Spencer, who ends up being the last touch to give Aurora possession. Looks like Harris is going to come in, and Bellows is going to come off here. Cosner looking to inbound here. 7:21 to play in the third. It's out to Wolf. As Alverno leaves Wolf open for three. It's no good. Cosner tipped the rebound out. It'll be a third try for Aurora this time. Man defense for Alverno. They're a little confused defensively as it got inside for Wolf, but ended up being a triple team after all that, and Wolf missed in tight. Ahead and Spencer for three, no. Surprisingly rough day from three for Spencer, who came in at 37% from three. It was in the top 10 in the league, but she's missed 3 of 4 so far. And Alverno still hasn't scored in this third quarter. 3 minutes and 15 seconds in. Spartans up 72-23, shooting 54% from the field today. Cosner to the corner for Wolf for three, no, and the rebound for Woodson. It's the 25th three-point attempt for Aurora, a game after hoisting nearly 50 on a record-setting win over Dominican. So Alverno able to stop up Aurora for a handful of possessions, and now they'll get a three off. Al-Ramahi, no, and Vargas, their 12th rebound. And Vargas is very much in triple-double watch here. There's a miss from Dutrek in tight. To Cosner high post. The runner here for Delaney goes. 12 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists for Vargas right now, nearing the midpoint of the third quarter. And 5 steals for Vargas, so the quadruple double is probably a little bit of a long shot, but it is at least in play. Here's a strip. The ball's on the floor. Dutrek is able to rescue that and send it ahead to Vargas. Down the floor, the handoff to Kosin. She'll attack the rim. To Cosner here. She's underneath and stepped out of bounds. 5:25 left in the third, 74-23 Aurora. Vargas already has her 4th double-double of the year and will try to go for her first triple-double. 13 straight points for Aurora to begin the third quarter. Inferno looking for their first points. They don't get it here. Cavallari missed the deuce from the free throw line. This is thrown ahead for Wolf, who runs out from underneath the basket. Up top to Vargas. She'll leave it for Utrecht. That's assist number 9. And a whistle here to rotate. And Bullock, Barrett, Fishback, Doggett, Wolf will all come in. So the triple-double watch, for the first time in my tenure, is a triple-double warning. We are right there. New 5 for Aurora, so Vargas will wait for now. There's a miss on the baseline. Offensive board, Youngblood. She couldn't get it up and over the rim. And Bullock has the rebound. Barrett here pushes it to Doggett for 3. She leaves it short. Wasn't able to track down the shot. Al-Ramahi picks it up. Heads the other way. 3-on-3. Barrett goes down. I thought that was a charge. But Al-Ramahi able to settle in, bank it in for a couple. And that is the first field goal of the quarter for Alverno after being held off the board for nearly 6 minutes. Now Riley for the corner 3, no. Fishback the offensive board. It's out to Bars. She'll try the left wing 3. That doesn't go either. And Youngblood has the rebound. There was a change for Alverno. It's Whitten and Youngblood who came in here, along with Harris, Cavallari, and Al-Ramahi. Again, against the second unit for Aurora here. They've played 10 consistently all year, but haven't mixed up the lineups at all over the last game and a half. Youngblood, long 2, right side, it's good. And now Alverno 2 of 10 for the quarter. As Barrett pushes it ahead, flips it to Bars, straightaway 3 is good. And Ava has 9. 79-27, Aurora is ahead of their record-setting pace from a few nights ago. Cavallari at the free throw line. It's Al-Ramahi driving, nearly had an and one. Foul here is going to be looks like Kylie Fishback, who will get her 3rd. Aurora was at 85 points heading into the 4th quarter against Dominican on their way to a school record 114. They're at 79 with 3:03 to play in the 3rd. Now Ramahi missed the first free throw. She'll get the second. It's 79-28. Bellows and Spencer re-enter for the Inferno. Al-Ramahi and Cavallari will come off. And if you're just joining us, the result not much in doubt at this point, but Selena Vargas on the bench right now with 12 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists. Been a while since Aurora's had a triple-double. Here is Fishback driving the baseline, no good. And Vargas has a chance to do it here. Left wing here, Youngblood for Alverno. Wing-to-wing pass to Harris. She'll take it to the block. Contested deuce, it goes. 79-30. To the corner, Doggett looking for her first points. Can't buy one right now. She has had exclusively good looks in this one, and they just don't want to fall. Inferno, Spencer, foul here. So that's number 4 on Fishback. forces a turnover. Riley's going to get one now. Good transition pass, and Riley becomes the 10th of 10 players to record a bucket here for Aurora today as they go up 81-30 with 1:51 to play in the third. Spencer driving, cut off there, throws it out up top to Whitten. And her high post jumper was blocked, and then the throw down the floor, and Doggett turned her head the wrong way and couldn't find the ball. Whitten comes the other way and throws this one out of bounds. Or with a few possessions remaining in this third quarter of action. Bars gets down behind everyone on defense, missed the three. Doggett gets the offensive board. Ava tries again from three and pours it in. Minute 09. Doggett the steal at midcourt and the lay-in. We are in the final minute. Third quarter of action. Spencer at the free throw line tried to work it down to Bellows and it went through her hands. Spartans the other way here, 86-30. Barrett the drive. Did not get the angle right. So Alverno will have to get a shot off here. It's about 4 seconds between the game and shot clocks here as Spencer on the wing. Tries to back down Fishback with 4 fouls. Ahead to Harris. Long two here on the baseline, no good. Out of bounds off of Whitten. 13.6 seconds remaining. Third quarter. Eight seconds. Barrett. The bucket and one with 1.4 seconds left. So it's 88-30. Bellows gives the foul. Three-point play is good. And there won't be a shot off here. Aurora is just 25 points away from matching their school record in points. They lead Alverno 89-30 at the half-hour mark. This is Aurora University women's basketball. Beginning here, the fourth quarter of action, Aurora gets a turnover right away. The starters are on the floor. Vargas is here at the top of the arc, feeds Kosin, rolling to the rim, and that should complete the triple-double for Selena Vargas, her 10th assist, as Kosin has 15. A steal here for Du-Utrecht. She'll lay it in for two. It's 93-30. There will be a substitution timeout as Bullock, Barrett, Fishback, Doggett, and Bars return to the game. And how about the performance for Selena Vargas tonight, whose night will end with 12 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists. Unbelievable performance. And now the only remaining drama here is going to be whether or not Aurora will reset the scoring record at this point. Alverno has struggled to shoot the ball here in the second half. They had only 7 points in the third quarter. They're 3 of 14 from the floor since halftime. Just 26% for the game. Aurora with the possession here, bars the miss in close. The other way, Whitten. Good basket there. Dog it inside, bars, off the window and in. And Ava has 14. Elliott Dutrek, by the way, exited the game matching her career high with 20 points. Macy Kosin, 15. Ellie Wolf, 14 points. And Bars is 14. And Vargas with, again, the triple-double. And with the whistle here, multiple changes. As we're going to see Aurora Eklund, the freshman from Elko, Nevada, two-time All-State selection. Danielle Antoine, the sophomore from Orland Park, Illinois, is in. So is Nikki Sullivan, sophomore from Munster, Indiana. Abby Matthews, the freshman from Pioche, Nevada, 1,000-point scorer at Lincoln County High School. And Elizabeth Griswold, who was a sensational player for Parkview Christian over in Yorkville. She's from right here in Aurora, and it's going to be Abby Matthews making it 97-32 here. And we'll get a 30-second timeout from Alverno. All Aurora here with 7:50 left. This is Aurora University women's basketball. The timeout here, Aurora up 97-32, 7:50 remaining. Selena Vargas, a moment ago, became the 7th player in the nation this year to record a triple-double. And now we'll watch the remainder of the evening. Inbound coming here to the right of the baseline. It's in for Woodson here. Woodson, Para, Harris, Youngblood, and Cavallari on the floor. Here's a deuce that's good. Bucket and one for Aurora Eklund. And how about that for her first career points for Aurora? And so Eklund will average nearly 14 points per game as a senior at Elko High School, from the Elko Daly free press. Goes to the line and misses. (99-34), 7:10 left here in the fourth. Harris into the corner for Para for three. No. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Youngblood. Now you have to go back a little ways. For the last conference triple-double here in the NAC, here's a drive from Antoine to Eklund again, who fired it inside for Griswold, who did not appear to be ready for that pass. Last triple-double in the NAC was all the way back on February 5th of 2020 when Alyssa Lemarand of Edgewood went for 13, 14, and 10 against Dominican. A brief delay here as we had an injured player. It was Danielle Antoine, who landed awkwardly and is going to limp off here. I think he was trying to walk it off and stay with it, but they're going to ask her to come off here. So she'll get some treatment here, and Sydney Willihan, the sophomore from Parker, Colorado, will come in her place. So again, Vargas, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. 7th triple-double in the nation this year, and the first in nearly 4 years in the NAC. Harris fouled here on the jump shot. 6:32 left. It's going to be on Willihan, the alum of Mountain Vista High School. And Harris to the line, got her first points in several games a few minutes ago, and now gets the friendly roll on the free throw here to make it 99-35. 6:32 left. A lot of time for Aurora to pick up another 16 points to reset the school scoring record, but not really about points at this point. It's about getting some quality offense from players who maybe appear in junior varsity games, don't get a ton of run during the regular season, but who have a chance to get some reps here, and they're looking for quality execution above all else. A foul here on Alverno. It's into Willihan in the corner. Feeds Eklund for three on the wing. No good. Willihan batted the rebound out, and it may have gone off of Sullivan last. Alverno ball. So as Alverno gets into its offense here, we'll take a look around the NAC. They're beginning the fourth quarter. In fact, they're now a couple minutes into it. A jump ball coming up here. Wisconsin Lutheran leads MSOE 35-23 with 7:47 left. Sam Leesman has 12 to lead the Warriors as they look to advance to 3-1 in league play and send MSOE to the same record. Raiders just not getting anything going offensively here so far this evening, but to be fair, neither is Wisconsin Lutheran, as the Warriors shooting 25%. MSOE actually a little bit better. They've turned it over 17 times. A miss and then a rebound for Alverno. They move into the front court here. Long two, no good. And a loose ball foul called on Alverno. Rockford leads Illinois Tech early in the fourth, 43-35. Balanced scoring for Rockford. Julia Bucci has 11 points and 7 rebounds for the Scarlet Hawks. We'll head to Madison. Edgewood with a rally here. They were able to double up Marion in the third quarter, 18-9. They lead 66-61 in the final 4 minutes. Willihan for, I believe, a long two for Aurora, and it didn't go. It's now 66-63. Here's a foul. 2 shots coming up for Deanna Woodson with 5:17 to play in the fourth. Aurora leading 99-36. Good sign here as Antoine returns to the game. Also, here's Yasmin Edmondson, the sophomore from Missouri, and Alyssa Temple, the sophomore from Thornton, Colorado, coming into the game here as Eklund, Sullivan, and Matthews all head off here. So 66-63, Edgewood leads Marion with 3:34 to play. 4 players in double digits, including 2 double-doubles for Edgewood. Callie Norby, 14 and 10. Vivian Guerrero, 10 and 10. Kiara Williams has only 4 points in the second half, but she has 19 points and 12 rebounds overall. And Chelsea King has gone for 23 for the Sabres, who gave up a lead and now are trying to get back on top. They were up by 13 at one point late in the second quarter, and now down by a possession. Another miss for Aurora as we reach the midpoint of the fourth quarter. Last one we're keeping an eye on is in River Forest. Concordia, Wisconsin leads Dominican 61-42 as it looks like the Stars will remain winless in league play. Ball into the lane. Harris, she'll be fouled. 2 free throws coming up. Erin Vergitz, 18 points, 10 rebounds for Concordia, Wisconsin. And Aubrey DeBauch has 15 points. 10 points for both Cameron Goodman and Caitlin Millison for Dominican. 7:38 left in the fourth quarter of that one. First free throw from Harris is good. It's 99-39. As far as the games that started at 2 o'clock, St. Norbert leads Lakeland after a quarter, 20-10. And the final game is Benedictine in River Forest against Concordia, Chicago. And that one, I will tell you about it in a moment. That pass out of bounds. Aurora turns it over here. Benedictine, closing in on the end of the first quarter, is up 25-12 at Concordia, Chicago. Whitten here in the lane for Alverno. Harris across the gym pass for Cavallari. Back to Harris. That was tipped, and Antoine will take it away for a moment. It ends up being a jump ball, and Alverno is going to keep it with 8 on the shot clock. So history made here tonight in Thornton Gymnasium with Selena Vargas completing a triple-double tonight. First one in the league in several years. Not the only bright spot for Aurora tonight. Temple for 3, no. Offensive board, Griswold, no. Edmondson will go to the line. Aurora hasn't scored in the last 3+ minutes. It looked like resetting the school record in points was almost a certainty tonight. And here is Courtney Schuch, freshman from Milwaukee. Stand corrected, Courtney Schuch, my apologies. Free throw good from Edmondson. Second toss from Edmondson. Off the line as Aurora gets to 100 once again. A drive and a miss. First free throw here from Para coming up. After the free throws, 100-42. Final 3:43 remaining. Aurora running offense here. Edmondson. Long two here from Temple, and it's good. 102-42. Take a look at the scoring here, matching a career-high 20 points for Elliot Dutrek tonight, 15 for Macy Kosen, who added 4 steals as well. 3 here, Cavallari, no, rebound for Edmondson. 14 points, matching a career high for Ava Bars, made 4 3-pointers, also matching a career high. Here's Edmondson, the drive, a collision, not able to finish. I stand corrected, that was Willahan. Then Edmondson came back for the steal and a jump ball that followed. 14 points for Gabrielle Wolf. The triple-double for Selena Vargas, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, 5 steals. After that, it was 6 points for Sam Barrett, 5 for Kylie Fishback, 4 for Riley Doggett, who added 7 rebounds, which is a career high for her. Blaney Cosner had 3 points, 5 assists. Cameron Bullock had 2. 2 points for Abby Matthews, 1 for Yasmin Edmondson so far. Alyssa Temple has a couple, and Aurora Eklund has 2 as well. Dallas Pohl, the freshman from Tiffin, Ohio, has entered the contest, along with Catherine Rutherford, freshman from Lebanon, Indiana, and Peyton Reed, the freshman from Highland, Indiana. They're all into the game. So is Anna Long, the freshman from Lincoln, Nebraska. Looks like Shook's going to remain out there, as it'll be 4 changes this time. Woodson, the drive, pulled up on the floater and missed. Rutherford had the rebound, had it knocked out of her hands. Aurora 40 of 80 from the field, including 11 of 35 from 3 and 11 of 15 at the line. Aurora also a 52-30 advantage on the glass, 21-8 on the offensive boards, and 14 turnovers to 25 for Alverno. Inferno 25% from the field, 1 of 19 from 3, 15 of 20 at the line as Rutherford travels here. 11 points, 5 rebounds for Keisha Bellows. Layla Al-Ramayi had 5 points. Deanna Woodson had 7, 3 for Riley Spencer. Victoria Parra, 4 points. Alexia Harris has 6 right now. Haley Youngblood, 4 points and 7 rebounds. 2 points for Morgan Whitten here with 2:17 left. Aurora up 102-42. A foul and free throws coming up here for Alverno. And so as this one winds down, Aurora will move to 4-1 in the NAC, including 11-3 overall. Whitten to the line for 2 and leaves it short. Spartans back to work here on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. They'll host Edgewood before playing their next 2 on the road. And for Alverno, they'll play at home against Marion on Wednesday. It's a turnover here with 2:07 left. Tip was Reed going for it, not able to get the steal, and I believe they're going to get Alverno for the foul, and that will put Reed on the line for 2. And a chance for Peyton Reed to get the first points of her career. Max Preps had Reed for 12.5 points as a senior for the Highland High School Trojans. And we'll tee up the free throws here for the first time. A left-handed shot, and it's short. Second free throw for Reed is good. Looks like Edgewood about to hang on against Marion. They're in the final minute. Eagles are up 71-65, although it's worth noting Callie Norby is just fouled out. But Marion needing a lot of work to pull off what would have been certainly considered an upset coming in. First free throw here for Woodson after a foul is good. Lane violation on the second try, and that's going to be on Alverno. And then lastly, it looks like Wisconsin Lutheran is going to send MSOE for the Raiders' first loss of the year. It's 39-26 with 1:49 left in the fourth quarter, where offense was not in high supply. Wisconsin Lutheran at 26% from the floor, 2 of 19 from 3. MSOE's at 30% and trailing. Not a lot falling in that one, but it looks like the Warriors will hold on, and likely the same for Edgewood as well. Dallas Pohl for 2. Those are her first career points as she connects in the lane. Looks like we'll have one final series of substitutions right now as the ball rolls out of bounds. It's Abby Becker, the freshman from Greenup, Illinois, along with Melissa Ketter, freshman from Lake Villa, Illinois, and Desi Collins, a freshman from Newport Richey, Florida. Woodson here, step back at the free throw line, no good, and the rebound pulled in by Ketter, who lost her footing and gave the ball up, and Woodson to the rim, missed in tight. We got 1:06 remaining here. Down the floor for Pohl at the block, underneath the rim, and the illegal dribble will be called here. 60 seconds remaining here. Alverno will fall to 2-11, 0-4 in conference play, and again Aurora 11-3, 4-1 in conference play as they get set to welcome Edgewood here on Wednesday night. Ketter called for the foul. First toss here for Parra, doesn't go. Second one goes, 105-45 is the score. Men's basketball not in action today for Aurora. It's their bye weekend. Here's 3 for Ketter, doesn't fall. Aurora men's hockey in Michigan tonight. They'll be at Adrian for a 4:15 Central Time start. Understand that might be a neutral site game. Women's hockey is in Minnesota. They're at Northland tonight. And that Adrian-Aurora contest is in Toledo, Ohio. But Adrian will be the home team, I suppose, for line change purposes. 22 seconds left, 105-45. First free throw is good. It's Youngblood who leaves the second one short. Was last touched by Aurora. I'll run a play to get a final 2-point basket here. As the final seconds will tick away. Aurora will not take another shot at it. They're going to conclude a 105-48 win over Alverno here on this Saturday afternoon. Thank you to the AU Communications and Facilities teams. Matt Davis on the camera. My name is Sean Fry. We'll see you Wednesday for more Aurora University women's basketball here at athletics.aurora.edu.